Hey, what's up, guys? We are counting it down, and we're getting ready to count it down to 420. And how many more times can I say count it down? That is right. Oh, man, we got a good one in store for you today, guys. On the It's 420 Somewhere podcast, it is Movie Monday, and we're jumping back to the 90s. What's up, all you 90s kids? That is right. We are looking at the film Stargate, guys. One of my favorites. I hadn't watched it in a minute, and I rewatched it this weekend, and I got motivated, man, thinking more and more about this great film and the lore and the conspiracies around it, guys. There's a lot to cover. So much, in fact, that I think we're going to have to do almost a whole week on it. So tomorrow we're going to actually tackle Stargates on Paranormal Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we got some true crime about Stargates to get into, guys. There's a whole mess of stuff. It's going to blow your mind. And I'm ready, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I'm ready for 420. I'm ready to get into this, guys. All right, let's start the countdown because it's got to be 420. Starts soon.
Get ready, get set, because it's time to go with the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. With your host with the most, the man voted most likely to smoke out with a Yeti, Mr. Brian Brown. Mr. Brian Brown. Now sit back and relax, because it's time to go live across the world. Because it's 420 Somewhere.
What's happening, guys? It is Movie Monday on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. That is right, guys. This is the podcast where Monday through Friday we count down to 420 and we get into a whole mess of trouble in the meantime, guys. That is right. Today is Movie Monday, and we are getting into the 90s feature film, the 90s classic, guys. Kurt Russell at his best is Stargate. Now, I saw this in the theater. I'm showing my age there. I actually literally saw this in the theater. I think I was like 17, 18. And I remember it was okay. It was good. I don't think I really appreciated what they were trying to get across as far as the story went, though. As far as the Stargate and like the lore behind it, guys, and that's what I wanted to rewatch it. Talking to doing all these podcasts, we're talking to like UFO people, we're talking to all sorts of experts in different paranormal realms, and I kind of got re-interested in the Stargate. So I rewatched it. I did a deep dive on some lore behind the Stargate, and not just the movie, but so we're going to cover that all week this week, guys. So tomorrow on Paranormal Tuesday, Stargate. True Crime Thursday, Stargate. You're going to be amazed. There's a lot of content, guys, a lot of stuff to sink our teeth into, and I think you're really going to like it. So yeah, that's what we're getting into today, guys. But we're gonna start counting down to 420 beforehand. And oh man, we got a good one, guys. What we do every day is we start with the top 5 at 420. And what this is we scour the internet for the best fails known to man. And what we got today, guys, is kitchen fails. And no, they're not just cooking fails. There are things that happen in the kitchen that go wild. So we're gonna get into it, guys. We're gonna start it right now. And boom goes the dynamite. That's right, guys. Top 5 at 420 is brought to you by the Healing Center of Needles, California. 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Save some green on some green. What is that? Oh, that can is moving.
Not today, Satan.
Oh, that was pretty good. Nice little prank there. What do we got here? We got a sponge that he's deep frying. Oh my god. Oh, that's the worst. Oh, no. No. Oh, this is going to be... We got to watch that again. No, I'm going to say it's real. I was debating it for a minute. But, oh. Oh, man. All right, number 2, guys. What do we got? Oh, hell no. What is that? What the hell is that thing? Is it like a crab? Oh, it's a lobster. It's a lobster that got out of the pot. Oh, I thought it was some kind of creature, man. All right, what do we got? Oh, typical day at a restaurant. You guys want to see what happens behind the scenes at a restaurant? There you go. That was your top 5 at 420, brought to you by the Healing Center, guys. Save some green on some green. We got some fire deals going on down there. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that one. No. Hell no. That's a creature. Now, that other thing may have been a lobster, but that thing's a creature. What we got here? Some people's kids. What is that? Oh, it's an icicle. Holy shit. Oh, damn. Damn, that was crazy. Oh. Oh, talk about party foul. Oh my God. Talk about party foul, guys. Oh. All right, guys, do me a favor. Get those bongs, get those dab rigs, get those joints, get those pipes, get whatever you're getting out, guys. Get ready because we're counting down to 420. And I'm smoking on some astronaut still, guys. This is my last bit before I have to re-up on some of this stuff. This is coming in about 26%. And this is a What You Driving? Space Bacardi. This is a Space Bacardi, guys, and it is fire. I'm loving it. I might have to go re-up if they got $15 an eighth. Oh man, so good, so good. And of course, guys, I'm sprinkling some everyday dabs on top of that.
You ain't dabbing unless it's everyday dabs. Dabs, you ain't dabbing unless it's everyday dabs. You ain't dabbing unless it's everyday dabs.
And now this is an indica, but I won't lie, man. I think it's a hybrid indica dominant, but it gets my blood pumping, man. It gets the old heart going. So it might be a little sativa dominant. Who knows? But I'm liking it, guys. I would definitely suggest have nice big red hairs, guys. But whatever you're doing, whatever you're thinking about, stop, collaborate, and listen. It's 420 and it's a brand new edition. Papers, dots. How's it going, guys? How is your 420? I lost my screen behind us, and I got stoned in the break, of course, because that's what 420 is, and I forgot to fix it, and at the last minute, I'm like, oh, it's ending, oh my God. Got Rosie pushing me out of the way. Oh, craziness. How was your 420, guys? Mine was actually pretty damn good. Oh man, you know it's good when you got the bong sweats. Like I said, man, that Space Biscotti gets your blood pumping a little bit. It's good stuff, man. Definitely good stuff. Ding. All right, guys, guess what day it is? It is That's right. It is Movie Monday here on the podcast, guys. And oh man, we got a good one in store for you. When's the last time that you saw the movie Stargate? I know it's been years for me. Like I said, back in the 90s, I saw it in the theater, and I don't know if I saw it all the way through up until this weekend again. And then I didn't really, I knew that there were spin-off series. I had no idea how big it is, or how big it was. And just the whole paranormal phenomenon, conspiracy theories, what have you about the Stargate. Not just the movie, like the whole deal, man. There's a lot of stuff. Some of this is based on, I guess, folklore or conspiracies about the movie, but whatever it is, guys, we are getting into it. I even made this special intro. We are looking at the Stargate, guys. All week long, we'll be tackling the conspiracies, the theories, the science, the facts, the not so facts, whatever it is, guys. We're going to be covering it on this week on the 420 podcast. We're going to start it out, guys, with something simple. We're going to start it out with something simple, guys. We're going to start with the movie. I think that's basically where we should start out and kind of expand it from there. So Stargate, guys, let's get into this thing. Who's ready to talk about Stargate? Dun, dun, dun. That's right. This is a 1994 film by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, MGM, guys. The film received mixed reviews. It had a production budget of $55 million. Now, I remember when this came out, it was kind of, I think the reason it was mixed reviews is it was kind of science fiction-y, if you will. Which I think it might have been it definitely was ahead of its time, guys. So basically, Stargate begins in 1928, Giza, Egypt. Catherine Lingford's father unearths a coverstone, also called a cap, engraved with Egyptian hieroglyphics. In 1994, she invites Egyptologist and linguist Daniel Jackson, PhD, to translate the hieroglyphics, guys. So basically, young girl with her dad, who's an archaeologist, they find this in Giza. And they study it for the next, 40, 50 years, whatever it is. And fast forward to 94, which I'm assuming, I guess, modern time, where they bring on a guy as this young lad, James Spader. When's the last time anyone called James Spader a young lad? But James Spader comes on, a young James Spader, and he's able to break the code. And basically, you know what, guys, if you haven't seen this yet, we're talking 94. Spoilers are free game in this. I'm going to go ahead and say it, guys. Spoilers are definitely free game. So I'm going to say they end up breaking the code. And with that is they are able to basically open a portal. Using the hieroglyphics on the Stargate, basically you're keying in an address, almost like a transporter, and you're able to transport to different places. And what the theory is that aliens, gods, whatever it may be, left these behind, and that's how they transported, that's how they went from planet to planet. A lot of theories about how the pyramids were made, using these Stargates. There's a lot of different theories, guys. We're going to dive more into that on Paranormal Tuesday tomorrow. So if you're into that kind of stuff, make sure you're joining us tomorrow. But basically, they open this gate, and they're transported to, I would say, a different universe? Or I guess it would be a different dimension. We talk about the different dimensions, Mandela effect. So this basically gets transported to a different dimension where it's very similar to ancient Egypt. And they meet the locals, chaos ensues. There's a lot of plant and payoff with an Egyptian artifact. The god of Ra plays a big part in this. So basically these people on this dimension are slaves to this entity, alien, whatever you want to call it. And he's kind of just breeding them for his own purposes. The backstory was he was an alien, that his race was dying, the whole planet, everything was dying, and he stumbled upon Earth, and he basically planted the seed of humanity, so then he could come back and use our bodies as a vessel so he could live forever. That's kind of what the premise is. But Stargates get broken. He can't check on all his dimensions. And we kind of get a little smarter than what he anticipates. So as you can see, like again, it starts in a lot of different Egyptian stuff in here. A lot of lore. A lot of real hard science too about wormholes and different things. Guys, this is a really, really sound movie. I'm no scientist, but this is really a great starting point for what we're going to get into. I think it kind of explains a lot. And like I said, there is a lot of theories about how the pyramids got created, and this is one of them. Like I said, we'll get into more of that tomorrow, but like the sandstone, they found sandstone that were used to make the pyramids in the Grand Canyon. There's a lot of stuff we don't know. There's a whole period of time that's just missing. And I think this movie kind of can spark your interest. If you haven't seen it, there's the necklace of Ra, and that plays a big part in the movie. But if you guys haven't seen this yet, man, it's a must, especially if you're going to be watching for the rest of the week. I would say I give it a blunt and a half. It's not perfect. It's an 80s kind of action-y science fiction movie, but I love it because it tackled a subject and it took on something that, a lot of movies, especially action movies, wouldn't have taken on at that time. Kurt Russell stars in it, James Spader. You got great performances from both, but again, it's your 80s, 90s kind of action, but this has a story behind it. The Stargate is definitely, it's not Commando out looking for a drug. There's something there, guys. Something a little more. Nothing wrong with Commando. I love it. But you guys know what I mean. It isn't the mindless action movie that some come to expect, especially during this time. It has science behind it. It has lore behind it. It has all sorts of craziness. It's a great movie, man. Definitely recommend it, guys. It's really good to blaze up. What I'm going to recommend with this one, guys, let me see if I have one sitting around here. Always got some. There we go. All right. So as you can see, they find that. Great movie overall, guys. It even holds up. I think it holds up even more because, when you open your mind more, I was, like I said, 17. What the hell do I know about a Stargate? What I would recommend, guys, the pairing, if you're going to watch this movie, is I would recommend Time Machine. That is right, guys. This is Time Machine Greenhouse Whole Flower Cannabis. This is a strawberry cheesecake. And, look at that, guys. If you can't get into that, this is an indica dominant. Man, roll one up, pack one up, whatever you're going to do. Kick back, get in, open your mind, guys. Expand your mind about the Stargate. Because, there is different, truths about, the movie isn't fictional. It's not, or isn't nonfiction. But there's sprinkles of truth, and I think that's what makes a great movie, regardless of anything, is when you can tell a story that's totally out of left field, but it has sprinkles of truth in it, and so it makes it that much more believable. And there's a lot we don't know about ancient Egypt. The pyramids, for one, the conductor, I don't know, I think that's kind of addressed in this Stargate. I don't know if we haven't really talked, we'll get into it more tomorrow, but a lot of people theorize that, and Tesla did as well, that the pyramids weren't tombs like we think they were, that they were actually conductors for electricity. And the theory holds up that the mineral in the bricks that they use can conduct electricity. And so in this, when the alien comes down, or whatever entity comes down, he has a ship. And it's almost like it charges off of the pyramid, like it docks on top of it, and he does his thing, and he goes and he picks the body of whoever he's going to be, when that goes down, or whatever it is. You guys will see. Don't want to spoil too much. Pretty much gave away the whole movie, but yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that you could really. How did they move? And you could say slaves, and all the stuff that we think we know about how they built it, and just but man, that's a lot of work. And how long did it take them? How old are they? There's a lot of stuff we just don't know. And I think the Stargate theories, I think it's a good starting point. I think it's a really good starting point for us. All right, guys, so it was Stargate. And I'm going to give it, like I said, a blunt and a half. I enjoyed it. I even enjoyed it more on the rewatch. Great movie. Great movie. Hopefully you have time to watch it, guys. What else we got going on? Tomorrow we're going to talk more about actually all the theories on Paranormal Tuesday about the Stargate. We're going to do a deep dive. It might even be a little longer of a podcast than normal, guys. A lot to cover. But how cool was that? So make sure you're checking out the DailyDank.com, guys. Big shout out to everyone on here. Kingman Crew, Usual Suspect, the Baker's Dozen. The Baker's Half Dozen. Everyone on here, man, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Make sure you check out the DailyDank.com. Make sure you're getting in on our giveaways, guys. Hashtag Gremlins for the Joe Dante 8x10. He's the director of Gremlins. Hashtag Pee-wee for the Simone autograph, guys. That's right. Very cool. We had a big hit. If you haven't checked out Baked and Unboxed, check out our big adventure, and you'll see what we hit in the Holy Grail box, guys. And we also got the Haunt giveaway. We're giving away the mask and an 8x10 from the movie Haunt. Make sure you're getting in on those, guys. What do we got tomorrow? Paranormal Tuesday. We got the 710 show. Oh, man, we're getting into a whole bunch of trouble, guys, so make sure you're joining us. I got to get out of here, guys. I got a doctor's appointment for the old shoulder and neck. More and more. It's never ending, guys. All right, appreciate all of you. Hopefully you guys are being safe, being great to one another. And, guys, go out, have a great rest of your day. Happy 420. It's 420 somewhere, guys. Be good to one another, and I will check you guys out.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.